What is animal diversity? Well, diversity means being different or varied, or the point of difference. So animal diversity means either the huge variety of animals and species, or if you're talking about species of animals, it means the points on which the animals different or vary. A phylogenetic tree shows how closely two groups are related. It's a hypothesis about the history of a group of organisms based on a particular set of characteristics. A tree shows the ancestors are at the base. An ancestor is the first species that began a new kingdom, phylum, or other group of organisms. The ancestor of all animals, the colonial protists. The tiger flatworm is identified by obvious tiger-like stripes and coloration. Wavy black or dark brown stripes line the organisms laterally from the center of the dorsal surface to the edge, and usually end in a black dot. The background color of the animal can vary from whitish to greenish to orange. This bright coloration works as a visual defense against predators, making it as an undesirable prey due to the chemical compound absorbed from eating the orange tunicates. The tiger flatworm is a very small species, only growing up to about 40 millimeters in length.
Flatworms are triploblastic animals with a mesoderm between the ectoderm and the endoderm in the embryo. The mesoderm cells make up a layer of muscle tissue, a simple reproductive system, and a simple kidney system to control the amount of water in the body. The body therefore has well-developed tissues and organs arranged into organ systems.
The gut is present, but it is not a through gut. The flatworm only has one opening, where it acts as both the mouth and the anus. Tiger flatworms are very thin and dorsally flattened. They have bilateral symmetry and experience cephalization. The polyclad contains a cerebral ganglion knot in the anterior region, in which all nerve signals are received. The flatworm has mechanoreceptors along the epidermis to analyze its environment, as well as photoreceptors on eye spots in the anterior region to sense light.
Flatworms do not have a coelom. The middle of the body is a solid block of cells formed from the mesoderm, which cannot have a beating heart and blood vessels in it. The absence of a coelom and the single opening to the gut are both primitive characteristics of the phylum. The tiger flatworm moves in a variety of ways: crawling, creeping, swimming, and looping. Movement occurs through smooth wave-like motions of the body or undulations by using muscle and body fluid that is kept under pressure in the mesoderm. Tiger flatworms are simultaneous hermaphrodites, and they frequently mate through hypodermic insemination. In order to find a mate, the tiger flatworm uses chemical compounds which they can sense using their large pseudo tentacles. When two tiger flatworms insert each other with separate copulatory stylets, hypodermic insemination occurs. Sperm is then transferred between the two flatworms in bundles, which travel up parenchyma to the oviducts and fertilize the eggs. The eggs are set down in egg masses that hatch into free-swimming larvae in approximately 10 days. The flatworms are also able to reproduce asexually through fission when it divides into two or more parts, either on its own terms or due to predator influence. It can restore the lost part if a considerable amount of each part remains undamaged. More than one tiger flatworm can grow back. The most common areas that the tiger flatworm is found are tropical waters with high temperatures. These areas can include anywhere from South Carolina to the Florida coast. They can also be found in the Caribbean and the Bermuda Sea. These organisms will be found near mangrove tunicates, which are colonies of ascidians that contain individual zooids connected through different solons near the base of the colony. The tiger flatworm has a predatory relationship with its only source of food, the orange tunicate. Because of its bright correlation that indicates its unappetizing abundance of chemical compounds, the flatworm is rarely preyed upon. Besides the orange tunicate, it also surrounds itself with various sponges and other ascidians.